Iverson, I play to win. With so much ice, they think I played in a stadium. I let that easy money slide like an ATM. And now it's grown man business, about to touch them M's. Come again. GMB TV, nigga. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's fuck with. See what we got. Gzzz, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And yes, man, you already know what time it is. You already see what it is. I'm back on top of the Dolph situation now. Again, R.I.P. to young Dolph. R.I.P. to the young legend. R.I.P. to the young king. And I send my condolences to his family, to his wife, to his son, to his daughter, to anybody that had love for him. I send my condolences. Now, I wanted to tap back into the Dolph situation because, like I said before, if you've been following the channel, if you locked in, if you subscribed, if you've been watching the previous videos, you'll already know that with chaos comes order. In between the chaos and order, right, you got the circus and you got the calm. You feel me? You have the wild chaos. You see what I'm saying? Somebody getting murdered abruptly, out of nowhere, broad day. It's chaos. Right? Then you got this circus where it's just all kind of false narratives being thrown around, right? Then you have people calming down. You have people starting to get back to regular life. You know what I'm saying? Get back to business as usual, regular scheduled programming. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got something called the order. The order that comes after everything is the order. Now, you know, I've been here. Shout out to the bloggers, man. Shout out to Sko. You feel me? Because, you know, I've been seeing some clips in my DMs with Sko saying, you know, what's happening with the Empire situation. You know, you had all these bloggers talking about Empire. That shit was hot for like 2 weeks. Now nobody's talking about Empire. See, that's what made me want to come back and go ahead and address the situation because, you know, it's not that no one's talking about Empire. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be down with the gang. You got to be down with Grown Man Business. You feel me? Grown Man Business TV. You got to be tuned into the channel. And again, if you are, then you will already understand that first people calm down. So that's when people are going to start dying down on talking about Dolph. That's when you started seeing the bloggers going back to the prank calls and doing their own little thing. You feel what I'm saying? And then the order. When the order is being put in place, you're not going to hear a lot about Dolph. You understand? You're not going to hear a lot about Empire Death Row Records. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, they've already have the people doing this so much that they say, you know, we good. We ain't got nothing to worry about. They going self-destruct, and by the time they self-destruct, Dolph will be in the ground 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let me give you a better example of the order that gets put in place. One of the great examples of how the order is implemented. Now, you know, you had Dolph, you had Nipsey, you had Mo 3. I'm going to just use those three cases, those three situations, right? And you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You already know it's multiple different angles, multiple, right? Now, with Nip Hussle, he gets murdered, broad day. We all seen the video. We all know Shitty Cuz been captured. He's put in jail. Years have now been passed. Years have now went by. Have we seen a trial? Have we seen anything happen to Shitty Cuz? Do we even know if Shitty Cuz is still locked up? You know, has he been released on a witness protection program? You feel what I'm saying? Is he in solitary confinement? Is he in population? We have not heard anything about Shitty Cuz because when it comes to the order, now these big fish, Nip Hussle, Young Dolph, big fish, you know, they owning properties, they buying schools, they making change in the community. They gotta be eradicated. They gotta be hit. You understand what I'm saying? So you would think that somebody of that caliber, somebody of that level, right? Their trial would be on TV. You understand what I'm saying? We would see this guy get sentenced to life, knowing that he'd never see the light of day again after touching somebody like that. You understand what I'm saying? But again, when it comes to these high profile artists, again, I done gave y'all the game. You feel me? If you want to run with it, if you want to think conspiracy, if you don't want to, you know, that's on you. All I could do is give you the game. But you got these high profile artists, you understand, murdered. And 9 times out of 10, the murderer is never captured, or the murderer is never prosecuted in front of the public. You understand? And it's a reason for that, because the bread trails lead all the way back to Empire Death Row Records in this case. Now, in any other case, you just got to look at the higher ups. You just got to look up. You understand what I'm saying? But in this particular case, you know, you're going to see the same outcome as Nipsey Hussle. The same outcome as Mo 3. Now, Mo 3, let's move on to Mo, right? He gets murdered in broad day on an intersection, on camera, right? They captured somebody. The little light-skinned dude said he was a bisexual. All this wild shit came out about him, right? And have yet to see him prosecuted. Have yet to see him catch a life sentence. We don't know what's going on with this guy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the same thing is going to happen with Dolph, because I told y'all in the last situation with Empire Death Row Records, the last video, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have high-profile artists. Then you're going to have the high-risk artists. Now, a high-profile artist can be high-risk as well, but it's a difference in the calibers. Some high-risk artists aren't high-profile. They're just high-risk. They just got the, you know, they got the policies out on their life. You know, they go crash out, go self-destruct, and we collect. Then you got the high-profile artists like Nip Hussle, a young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Buying schools, investing in property. You know, just going up. You understand? Going all the way up to where you won't have any more control over this artist. After a few more years, you won't have any control. You have to get rid of them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV, man. You already know how we give it up. You feel what I'm saying? Multiple different angles, right? So look at it like this. A few months ago, we had a little white girl, right? Her and her fiance, they took a road trip and they went to the Grand Canyon Mountains or something, right? Something transpired out there to where the young white boy came back to Florida by himself. The little white girl he left with was not with him. And I'm gonna tell you, man, that whole story was on CNN and every news outlet for months, until I guess they found the remains of this little lily white girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, she's just a regular person. She was not a celebrity. She had nothing going on. She was just a white corporate American white girl that lived in, you know, just a regular old white girl. Now you have a person like Nip Hussle, high profile celebrity. Young Dolph, high profile celebrity. Mo 3, I mean, all these artists. You understand what I'm saying? And they might get a week or two on the news. They might get get 2 weeks of media, a mass media. And after that, the calm and the order is implemented, and then it goes away. And it goes away. The only difference I can say that makes Empire Death Row Records stick out is that they've had so many artists go the same way. It's only, you know, it's only a matter of time before somebody's going to say, before somebody's going to point the finger, before a light bulb is going to go off, and somebody's going to say, what in the fuck is going on with Empire Death Row Records? You understand what I'm saying? So again, like I said, man, it hasn't went anywhere, Sco. You feel what I'm saying? The whole Empire Death Row Records Gzzz situation with all these artists getting murdered under their watch, it hasn't went anywhere. But it's a process. And every time it happens, the same process transpires. And I'm just now, you know, identifying and diagnosing the progress, the situation. I'm just identifying it. I'm diagnosing it, and then I'm dissecting it. But the only thing is I'm doing it right here on camera. I'm doing it right here for the gang. I'm doing it right here on the channel. You understand? It's too easy. You know, all the masses, all the sheep say the same thing. Oh man, there was no, cause you know, why would somebody do this? All the sheep think the same way. It's only gonna be a few wolves in the out there, man. It's only gonna be a few wolves. A few real ones that can see past the smoke and mirrors. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's definitely has not went anywhere. It's just a process. And like I said before, the more death we see, the more artists that are sacrificed. Well, I don't even want to say that word. The more artists that are crucified in front of us. You understand what I'm saying? The faster the process is, the quicker the process happens. You know, you had the chaos and you had the circus, and then boom, people are right back to normal, going into the calm and implementing order. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't went nowhere, you know? And, you know, I was watching the Dolph situation. You know, they named the street after Dolph, which is always dope. It's always an amazing thing. You understand what I'm saying? But the look in his son's eyes, his son ain't resting well, because his dad wasn't just killed in senseless street violence. You understand? It was a whole play, a whole situation ran to take his father away from him. And if you look in that young boy's eyes, you can see it. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? And again, this is a part of implementing order. When we put you on a shirt, you know, because like I said, multiple different angles here at Grown Man Business TV. And you know, once they get you out of here, now we're going to implement some order. We're going to put you on a shirt. We're going to put your name on the street. You know, we're going to dedicate a day for everybody to remember how you was brutally smoked in broad daylight to buying some cookies. This is order. And I know it's deep, but it's real psychological. You understand? It's you know, the naked eye is not going to catch it. You gotta have that third to see clearly. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business. You know what I mean? You can tap in and you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. All times. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight raw, pure, uncut, nothing stepped on. No preservatives, no extras, nothing dressed up. We not sugarcoat nothing. Giving it to you straight raw. Straight raw, nothing extra. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you know, we are entering the order. So that's why it seems like everybody done fell back. At least I haven't fell back off of Empire Death Row Records, go. I'm still on them. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, we all remember the young lady that was killed, the little white girl that was killed a few months ago, how much press she got, how much news attention she got. You got these artists worth millions and millions of dollars, and they might get 2 weeks of press because they know that it was a bigger play. We the only ones stuck in the maze. We the only ones stuck in the smoke and mirrors. We the only ones thinking that it's just us killing us. You feel what I'm saying? You know? And it's getting spooky. It's getting spooky. You feel what I'm saying? And then last but not least, again, the order is being implemented. The order is being put in place. You understand what I'm saying? And one of those tactics, one of those tools is putting your name on the street. So yeah, we're gonna get you out of here, get you smoked. Then we're gonna put your face on a t-shirt. We're gonna put your name on the street. We're gonna give you a day. Finally, since you've been smoked, congratulations. You got killed. Congratulations. Here's your day. When you was on earth and you was buying schools and you was changing your community and you was buying real estate, we didn't think that was enough to give you a day. But oh, congratulations. You got your head blown off. Here's your day. Here's your shirt. Here's your street. The order. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. You know what I mean? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.